Hello, everyone, and welcome to the channel. I hope everyone's doing great. So, I had a peculiar problem. I opened a watch to replace the battery, and the metal back wouldn't close. Tried different options available on YouTube, but it really didn't help. Somebody suggested using a book to press it. Somebody suggested using, screwdriver to press it. It really didn't help. So I thought about investing in one of the watch presser tools and see if this is going to work. So in this toolkit, what I received is a metallic watch presser, which is similar to a book binding mechanism. In olden times, this kind of tool was used to press pages and then bind into a book shape. And then there are different plastic, slots or dies that, depending on the watch size, can be used on the front and the back, and then use the presser to close the watch. So obviously, since this is the first time using it, I don't know, I don't want to break the glass, and I wanted to read the instructions, and they seem fairly simple, and I hope this is going to work. And what's also included is the actual watch opening tool to open the back, and then there is a band adjusting, kind of a screwdriver, which allows you to take off the links from the band to adjust the size. So the mechanism and the concept seems fairly simple. You would take a die which is a little bit, or the kind of size of your watch glass, and then carefully place it above a cloth, and then use another die, uh, which is a little bit smaller than the back, to press. And the idea is the squeeze would allow for the back to snap close the watch. So there are plenty of these dies of different sizes, um, which would be very handy, given that watches are of different sizes. They're 38 mm, 40 mm, 42 mm, and so forth. So hopefully this is going to be a tool that I might use for a long time in case I do not break the watch or the glass in the first place. So let's see how it works out. I'm glad that there is these watch opening tool, even though I have one in my watch repair kit, but an extra one doesn't harm. So this is like a pry tool which you can insert and open the back of the watch to replace batteries, or if it's a automatic, then you could open it to service it or repair it. Even though I have not done any servicing or repair on automatics, but simply have been using the pry tool to change batteries. Now, this is the watch I'm talking about. This is one of the Swiss watches, which I might review later on. But the difficult part was this one won't snap on, and I didn't really want to exert too much of pressure. I might accidentally break the glass. So I'm going to follow the instructions as provided to uh, try to snap on the back onto the watch again. So following the instruction, I take the die, which is just a little bit bigger than the glass size, so that the watch can snug fit facing downwards. And then you have the back metal put back on, and then having another die on top of it, which is just a little bit smaller than the back metal. And the idea is, as you screw in this metal presser, the back metal would snap on to watch. Now, in my first attempt, as you're seeing right now, since this is my first time, I was so careful, I did not or was not able to snap on the back, quite securely, because it should be a complete snug finish so that none of the oil, those rings are visible. So you can see that even though it did work, I did get the metal thing snapped on, but it did not close all the way. So then I decided to give it a little bit more of pressure by screwing a little bit further, and that required me to yet again follow the same sequence of first placing the glass on top of a die, then you have the metal back, and then another die, and obviously there's a cloth to protect the glass, and then squeeze on. So this time I could hear a little bit of click, and that worked really well, where you find that now the watch has snapped on, it is securely snapped, and it is snug finish. And then I saw again on the top part it's still showing, so again it's just a matter of getting used to it and getting a little bit more confident about it, because you are nervous, you don't want to break the glass. It is a Swiss watch after all. I could have tried it on one of the cheaper ones, but hey, let's try again. So this time I said, come on, let me just give it a little bit more of those extra screws. And this time it did work. It snapped on well. It completely sealed the back casing onto the watch. So I've given those extra twists, and now I have a feeling that it has securely snapped all through around, and it did. You can see that it is now snapped in, and hopefully this servicing is done. The battery replacement servicing has been done in this case, and now I can wear this watch or keep this watch for yet another couple of years. Thank you so much.